Last year in woodshop, we made these cool treasure chest things, and I wrecked mine when I tried to stain it, so I want a new one. So I'm going to make one today. So I have this 1x8 board right here, and it is 3/4 inches thick, and I measured this, and this is 4 inches high. So I'm going to make a 4-inch rip on this board to get me the side pieces. So what I did was I set my fence to 4 inches, and I put the blade about 1/8 of an inch above the piece of wood, so that if there is an accident, my whole finger won't be going through the blade. And I will rip this 6-foot board all the way down. So I set aside the other piece of my board that will be the base, and now I'm going to use the rest of the rip cut and create some of these strips. They're 1.25 inches wide apiece, so I'm going to set my fence and cut those out. Alright, so I now have the 4-inch board cut to the sides, and I'm going to use a round over bit for the top of these pieces just to make it a little bit smoother. So I'm going to do that all at once on this 6-foot long board. Or what you can do is you can cut your board, and the length of it is 9 inches, and the other board is 6.5. And that equals 8 total. So in total, it's a 9x8. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut these on my miter saw first, just so it's a little bit easier to handle. My miter saw is still in the basement though, so I'm going to head down there and chop these up real quick. So now I have the box all in place, and it matches this box exactly. 9 inches wide, 8 inches long when the boards are together. And this will help give you an idea of what it will look like. And what I'm going to do now is round over the top parts and round over these 1.25 inch boards, since you're going to have to do it anyway for here. And I'm just using a 1/4 inch round over bit to round over the top sides only. I'm also going to do these 1.25 inch pieces as well, and I'm only going to do it on one of the sides. So say either the top side I'm going to do it on, I'm not going to do it on the bottom. So what I have right here is 2 pieces of wood glued together, and this is just left over from the side pieces I had. I hot glued them together, and I made this little template out of cardboard, and what I'm going to do is line it up on the bottom and just trace it around. I will try to get some plans in the description so you can download it, and I'm just going to cut this out over on my bandsaw. And that turned out very nice. And now I'm just going to try to pry these pieces apart. And I got them apart without wrecking them. I would probably use some double-sided carpet tape or just tape, because that was definitely not the best way to go. So what you want to do now is take these apart, and then you want to cut out the 1.25 inch pieces that we rounded over, 9 inches long, and cut about 8 or 9 of them, I think, and we'll just build it around like an arch. Alright, so I have now cut out all these pieces, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 pieces on here. And it looks pretty good, I think. And I have this all done as well with the rabbits or dados on the inside. And what I'm going to do now is, so now I'm going to take this 1/8 inch thick type stuff, and I'm going to take 2 of these pieces. And I gotta figure out how wide and how long I need it to go on the inside of here. And when I install this, I have to tack 3 of the sides up and leave one side off, so I can take the hardboard piece and slide it in. Then I'll tack up the end. Alright, so I finally found out how big I need this piece to be, and it's kind of like cut it to fit it, but mine is 8 inches by 7. And that would have really helped me when I was trying to figure out just on my own. Now I need to cut another one of these, but for right now, I was just dry fitting, and everything fit together nicely. So I'm going to go in the basement and tack it and glue it all together. And now I'm going to take these hinges, where you can get them from your hardware store, and set them down and pre-drill some holes for the screws. And for the other side, I'm just gonna line everything up, take a clamp, and keep it so that the hinges will stay straight. And drop the other screws in. And that is how to build a treasure chest. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below on what you do to make yours different. Thank you guys for watching, and please subscribe for more woodworking videos every Tuesday. I'll see you guys next week with the year-end wrap-up.